Putting is a very essential part of the game because it's the scoring element of your game. You can drive a ball 250 yards, but a 3-foot putt counts as the same amount of strokes. So you have to be able to be confident when you're on this putting surface. There's two things that I like to break down to simplify the putting stroke. Number one, you have to make sure that you use big muscles instead of little muscles. And number two, you have to make sure that you set up to the golf ball so that your eyes are over the ball. You can hold the putter any way you want, and you can put the ball in anywhere you want in your stance. What you don't want to get into is being able to use the putting stroke this way. Want to make sure that this putter is anchored in my midsection. I could hold it out here like this, putting back and forth. I'm using big muscles instead of little muscles. Most people prefer to use this triangular shape with their shoulders. And again, I'm going to go back and through, making sure that this point stays connected to my midsection. I can do that with my shoulders because I'm positioning my eyes over the golf ball. To do that, to check that, you just drop that from the bridge of your nose to see whether your eyes are actually over the ball. And from there, you're just making the club move with your big muscles instead of your little muscles. A lot of times I find people missing their short putts because they're actually holding onto the putter a little too tight. So make sure that when you're putting, you have a nice loose grip pressure. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lightest you could hold it and 10 being the hardest you could hold it, you only want a 3 or 4 in your putting stroke. You can hold it left hand low. You can have your hands pointed down the shaft this way. You could have your hands this way, left hand low. You could have your hands this way. I like to have my right hand making sure that my right palm is facing the target. So my right palm matches the putter face, so when I'm putting the ball, I try to get my palm to the target. But I can do that with my left hand low or my right hand low. My palm is still going towards the target. You really don't want to have your palm facing any other direction other than palm to target. Now I'll move over and show you what the stroke is like. I've set up this little training scenario here for short putting. You want to make the same size swing back as you do forward. So it would look something like this. I've only got like a 9-foot putt here, so you want to make sure that you're going back the same length as you do forward. Back and through, just like a pendulum on a grandfather clock. So two things to make sure that you're putting correctly: big muscles instead of little muscles, and then eyes over the ball at address.